The abject racism against elite black players, sports players in Canada's history from the turn of the century to the 1950s and 60s, just as bad as the States. Now, when Jackie Robinson came in for the Montreal Royals as a Brooklyn Dodgers prospect, he was the first black player on a Canadian elite team, baseball team, in over, 40, 50 years. So today, we're going to talk about a talented black player from Canada that never got a true chance to show his skills until he started playing with the Cuban X-Giants of the Negro Leagues. Now, William Hippo Galloway, known as Hippo, was an American-Canadian pro baseball player. Now, he was born in Buffalo, but grew up in Dunnville, Ontario. Is considered by many the first truly black Canadian, or truly Canadian black, to play organized baseball. Now, again, died in Buffalo at age 60, batted right and threw left, a strong two-way player. He grew up both playing baseball and ice hockey. In 1899, he played hockey for the Woodstock Ontario Club in the Central Ontario Hockey Association, where he was known as a cool and collected player on the ice. In the summer of 1899, he played minor league baseball for the Woodstock Banes of the Canadian League, but was dismissed from the club when a white player objected to his presence. Now, Galloway was the last black player in Canadian organized baseball until Jackie Robinson in 1946. Following his dismissal, he left Canada to join the Cuban X-Giants of the Negro Leagues for the 1900 season. Now, the X-Giants played from 1896 and 1906. Originally, most of the players were former Cuban Giants, or X-Giants, and like the Cuban Giants, the original players were not Cuban, though the team would later sign Cuban players. Edward B. Lamar Jr. served as business manager for the squad. Now, in 1897, the X-Giants bet the Cuban Giants in a series 2-1. With Frank Grant joining in 1898, the club continued to establish himself as a new powerhouse in the Eastern Seaboard. Grant and wife left in 1900, and Bill Monroe joined at second base. Both the Giants and X-Giants claimed to be the champions, a situation that was duplicated a year later. In 1903, the club boasted Rube Foster on the mound and a middle lead infield of the great Charlie Grant and Home Run Johnson. They played in the integrated Tri-State Independent League and then took 5 of 7 games full of Philly Giants for the title as a top black team in the East. Foster won 4 games in the series and also was 6 for 17 at the plate. Now, for the 1904 season, the Philadelphia Giants signed away Grant and Foster and later bet the X-Giants in the championship series 2-1. As Foster won 2 games against his old teammates, Grant and Foster had replaced Frank Grant and Harry Buckner as regulars. In 1905, the X-Giants took 1 of 2 games from the National League's Brooklyn squad, outscoring them 7-2 in the first game and losing in a tight 2-1 decision in the second. In 1906, the X-Giants signed John Henry Lloyd for his first season in pro ball, and the team joined the International League of Independent Professional Baseball Clubs. In late 1906, the Cuban X-Giants became a founding member of the National Association of Colored Baseball Clubs of the United States and Cuba, but the team folded before play started in 1907, mainly due to financial considerations. So, Hippo Galloway, the X-Giants, what a beautiful early tradition for baseball in Canada and the States. The X-Giants, again, a very, very talented squad that, for many, were the standard bearers for what it's called that baseball era of, a good pitching, good hitting, good fielding, all the aspects of what good baseball is about. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here with our vintage baseball podcast on all levels, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, super chat, or share. And don't forget, baseball is a complicated game. We're watching Team Canada versus Team Great Britain today on Sportsnet. 3 innings took 2 hours to play 3 innings, where now in Major League Baseball it takes pretty well 2 hours to play 9 innings. But baseball is a strange game. You play it till it's done. There's no time limit. Thanks for listening. Bye.